I'm Drew Vasiloff, and I'm a psych student at Kent State. The reason why I chose Kent State is because when I was a little kid, I was basically indoctrinated into the Kent State culture. My aunt actually works at the health center, and I've watched all my cousins go through Kent and graduate here, and they absolutely loved Kent. And I just remember being in middle school, going to all the little Sibs weekends. Even though I wasn't their sibling, they looked at me as a sibling, and it was just so much fun going for the weekend just to see the life at Kent. And I remember staying up all night, eating all the sugar, and just pigging out on junk food, and going to all the little events that they had around campus. And as I grew up, going to high school, I thought more about going to Kent State just because it was nice and close, and I just have all that family that went to the school. And I visited the campus, absolutely loved it, and then I just got plugged in right away. I chose psychology because I'm very interested about the mind and just how mental health affects the person. And I'm very interested in the question of why do people do the things that they do. I wasn't really interested in psychology until I took a high school class my senior year, and that really just helped me focus on what I wanted to do. I wanted to help people get better, and meet them where they're at. I've seen a lot of mental illness within my family, and it's a serious problem in this world nowadays, and I just want to be there to help.
Hi, my name's Josh, and I study visual communication design, and I minor in photography, but it did not start that way. I actually came to Kent because of their amazing architecture program. Throughout that, discovering a passion in photography, and I found all the different ways that design doesn't just have to be three-dimensional. You can do stuff in a two-dimensional space, and it's really interesting being able to go and use these different programs like Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, After Effects, learning how to use animation and different mediums. I just remember loving how tactile that was, being able to create something and then have it in a physical form, actually putting the ink on the paper. And it was just a really cool way to connect to design.
My name is Nicole, and my major is interior design, and I mostly came to Kent State for the interior design program because it looked like a good, solid program, and not many schools have interior design as a program. And Kent State's also accredited program for interior design. And when I came here, I loved the campus and everything about it, and it just looked like a good, homey campus. I liked the location because the campus wasn't too far from home, but it was far enough that I could go back if I wanted to. I like living in the dorms because I can meet people. My freshman year, there were a lot of new people, and everyone was new, and everyone was trying to find their groups, and it made it a lot easier because I lived in Eastway, and it was an all-freshman dorm, and everyone was trying to find their groups, and it made it a lot easier to find friends. The other schools I toured, I left during the tour because I didn't really like the schools at all, so I just left. But this school, it was the only school I stayed through the tour and was interested in the campus and the schooling and the programs and stuff.